All right, let's take a look at a game from St. Joe's here. So first one here, I think we could have gotten out to play this, right? Backhand, not a ton of pressure. Yeah, just getting out, stopping that puck, kind of like we talked about. Okay, second play, dump in, good catch, good set. Yeah, that's exactly how you want to play that one, right? Catch it, we put our glove near the ice, we set the puck down right where our stick is, and then we play it to our defenseman coming back. Okay, another dump. Same thing, right? I think we can get back, get a stick on that, get back in the net real quick. Or we see a lot of pressure here. This might be one where, depending on if our wingers are getting to the boards, I might stop and then rim up one way or the other. Again, we just got to be aware of if our wingers are going to be able to get to those pucks before we rim them, but at least getting back to get a quick stick on this and then back in your net right away. Because again, what happens here is we don't stop it. D goes to pick it up, and forechecker's pretty much on them right when they get it. And so again, this is where we get turnovers deep in our zone. And if we can prevent that, that's great. Just wide open. I think you might get a piece of this. All right, it's just this is good back to your feet, right? And then butterfly slide out, get back over. It's a good save. It's a good play. So I think this was one example of going down with our glove. Bouncing puck, you lift your stick up, and you go for it with just your glove. Yep, and then put your stick in front of it. So again, same thing. Get your paddle down first, then get your glove there. Don't want anything sneaking through here. It's a good save. It's just a good series of skating here. Right on our feet. Player pops here, looks for an in tight pass. We get a stick on this even better. Right? We see it out to your feet. You recognize you have time. You get to your feet. You gain ice. Perfect. Gain ice for that second shot out further. Look at your eyes and your body positioning, right? We're at the top of our crease. We're leaning into this shot. Our eyes are tracking it in and off our body. This is just a textbook play. Yeah, real good. Everything just like that. Another one, just I mean, you don't have to get that one, but it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to play a nice, easy puck just to get yourself some confidence and some early touches on it in a game. So I think come back here, get a quick touch on that, set that for your D, get back in your net. Again, just get a couple more touches, especially on the easier pucks. It's going to make you feel more confident. Right, here we go. There we go. Atta boy. Yeah, perfect. One thing I would like us to do here, though, if we can, is as soon as the puck is on your stick and it's settled, I want you to pick your head up and look before you move away from the puck. Reason being is for whatever reason, if we did not know, or like our D fell or something happened, and this guy ends up being the first guy back here, I want you to pick up your head so that you know who and where guys are coming before you take your stick off the puck. If you have it here and you have it settled and it's on your stick and you pick your head up without looking back down, you'll be able to play the puck just fine because the puck is where you know you just left it on your stick. But if you pick your head up and it's this guy, you can right away rip that puck up. But if you leave it with your head down, then come back and it ends up being this guy, he's just going to pick that puck up from you and come around. Right. So right here, I'd love you for you to just get a quick pick up our head real quick before we take our puck off the stick off of the puck. Then once we register where guys are, right, then we come back into our net. Nice and quick. Okay, we've talked about this, right? One guy, no threat other than the shot. He's got three of our guys on him. No reason to be in the blue paint here. That's a shooting position, right? As soon as he gets to this shooting position, you start to come out. But again, you're late to this play, right? This is the other thing we've been working on. You got to be out and ready for a shot, especially if the only threat is the shot sooner. So you should be out above your crease here, and you should already be in your stance ready for a shot. I mean, easy shot, easy save. If we can get that to the corner, even better. Yeah, it just hits our stick weird. But again, the thing here I really want is like he comes down, he steps to his forehand side, which means he's in a shooting position. And right there, you should be set in a tall stance coming across with him instead of deep how deep you are here. Same thing, I can't see you. Better. I wouldn't hate a little bit more depth here though either. Like your toes are at the top of your crease. I would love like your heels at the top of your crease on this shot. Hey, good first save. I don't know if we just track it weird into our glove, if it deflects off a stick or something, but we kind of lose it and then we kind of bobble it when we go down for it. And then we got to really make sure we have it if we're covering with our blocker, obviously. So again, just one like if we have a little bit more control of that puck, even better. Okay, same thing here. Again, just like one more step out, one more step out. Yeah, obviously, if we can hang on to that, even better. I think it just like hits your stick a little weird. So get out. We'll work on rebound control. Again, on some of these, I thought there were a few here that you probably usually would have. They kind of bounced off you. Same thing. Get one more step out. Be ready like 1 or 2 seconds earlier than you are right now. Oh, that's the cover. Yeah, I can't be doing that. Just get a paddle down. Get a paddle down. Get a paddle down. Get a glove on that. You gotta be, yeah, we gotta be real careful with that. Yeah, I mean, I think we've talked about it enough now. Like, you know what to do. Same thing. It's a little bit better here, right? I would say you're like a little bit more ready here. You're maybe still, well, I'm okay with this step there. No, I still want you out another step. Although, like, yes, we need to be aware of this guy. You maintain your depth really well. It's just that where it's that starting point. Yeah, again, another one. It's just kind of right in tight on our hands, so it's kind of hard to get a good rebound off these. But I think you track it really well and you get to your rebound right away. So I think, that's obviously if we can get more control of that puck, even better. But I think you at least get to the rebound quickly. Same thing here. I would rather before you take, yeah, you do a little bit better there, I guess. I mean, first of all, yes, thank you for getting out and stopping the puck. I think the rule we should have is anytime the anytime we have a power play, they are going to ice the puck. There's almost no reason you should ever not play the puck when we are on a power play, or at least stop it for your D. So I think the like primary goal is like stop every puck on a power play that we have. And then from there, we like continue to try to get back and stop pucks during regular 5-on-5 play. Just, I still wouldn't mind you getting back into your net with a little bit of urgency, just in case. This is a really good save. I can zoom in here. Like, just way to be aware that this guy's going to get a quick shot off, come out, challenge, nice and big, nice block and butterfly. Yeah, that was probably your best save of the game, honestly. Yeah, another one. I mean, that's a good settle, right? That's one that like sometimes you or in the past maybe you wouldn't go out and get, but just like nice easy settle, give it to your D, right? Gives us time to get up and out of the zone, right? It's like no turnovers there. Here, I love the awareness. I love the awareness, right? You know, this guy is not only here, but he's open, right? You're yelling, guys, we got to cover this guy. Like, perfect. It's exactly the game awareness you need to have. Okay, so they dump the puck. We get out. It's slow enough that we can get it with one hand. Sure, I'm fine with that. We stop the puck. Good. This one's a little tough because what I really would have rather our team done here is I would have rather, I think this is Jake. I would rather him take a look up ice now while you're stopping it and realize that the forechecker is coming from this side so that as you set it, he actually goes around the net this way to pick up the puck and comes up this way because you're going to see he's going to end up picking up the puck and running into the forechecker. Now, the other option here would be for you to play the puck, but we don't have a wing going to the boards. And this wing back here is behind their player, so we can't really rim it because we're going to rim it right to their guy. So on this one, honestly, I think this is it's just something where like I'd love our D to have more awareness of like which side of the net to enter on to get the puck. Again, same thing here, right? Love the awareness. I love the awareness, right? And I mean, that's exactly what they were looking to do, right? So it's just a good job communicating there. Yeah, another one again, where previously we maybe wouldn't collect that puck, but just look how much easier this makes it on Duffy. Puck at, I mean, we get the puck out of the zone. Again, if you don't play that, that puck bounces off the boards and comes here. And now Duffy basically has no angle to really take here, and the guy's going to be right on him. But because you're able to stop it there, we're able to get it out of the zone perfectly. Yeah, again, I'd take another step, but you maintain your depth well. Yeah, I think you would have had that. It was a good read. This was one where we just could not get the puck out of our zone and our guys were gassed. And so I just wanted to call out that like situational awareness here to cover the puck and let us get a change. Again, it's very good. It's very good. Like it is good that you were able to register. Like we need a change. Our guys are getting gas. We're trying to ice the puck. Let me get a cover. Let us get a change. Like we're good to go. So just good game awareness. I don't really love any puck that gets between our pad and our stick here. It comes across at a kind of a weird angle, but like we got to make sure that this puck stays behind the net, whether it's a kind of forward leaning, like rotate of the stick to get it over, or if you put your stick onto your backhand and just get it behind the net. But like no reason this puck should pop out in front of you. It's just that's way too dangerous to have happen. We got to make sure that we're getting a stick on that. Better. I think this is better than some of the other ones. Yep. Again, same thing here, right? Like I think we're on a power play, so like yeah, absolutely should be playing this puck without a doubt. Good stop, good settle, right? Again, before you start moving, keep the puck on your stick, pick the head up, just so you know if you have something, some play that you may want to make. Then if we decide, okay, we're going to leave it for a D, honestly, here I would rather you bring this closer to the net. You have to remember that the whole point of stopping the puck behind the net for a D is they can use the net as a barrier for the forechecker. If we leave the puck here, the forechecker can still cut off our D, right? So what we want to do is we want to give our D the option to use the net to either cut back or to keep going. But again, the puck here does not enable our D to do that, right? So this is one where as we have time, we might want to bring the puck a little bit closer to here, then leave it, then pop in our net. The other thing here, I do not love turning our back to the puck and also the slowness at which you are getting back to the net with a forechecker that's right here. For example, let's say we pick up this puck and we fumble it on accident and it pops right here to this forechecker. A, you're going to have no idea because you're not even looking at the puck. And B, you're not going to be ready because you're slowly getting back into your net. So, got to play the puck with urgency always. We have to pick up our head and we have to be aware of where the puck is. We should not lose track of this puck and we shouldn't turn our back to it, right? If anything, turn skate backwards to your net or you don't turn your back to this puck. Yeah, again, it's hard to tell if this is just a weird bouncing puck, but like I would love that to get to the corner. Like I don't love this rebound. I mean, you do a good job getting to it, but again, if we can get that to the corner, even better. I thought this was a good save too. You know, depth is decent, seeing it through traffic. You get a good pad save on it. Same thing here. Thought that was a good use of RVH. You rotate out to get square to the shot, right? You fight it off, find it in front, and get to our rebound. Right? Same thing. These guys are going to swing to your forehand. We should be out. We should be ready. You're too deep here. 100% you're too deep on this shot. Again, you make a good reaction, but look how far you have to reach to get that, to make that save, right? We got to get out a little bit further on that shot. Okay, we're on a power play. No reason not to play this puck. Like just no reason not to play that. Set that puck up for your D. Here's another one. Same thing. I mean, you are fast enough to get to that puck. Settle that puck. Let our D come and collect it. Look, now he's got to go collect it in the corner. And again, yeah, I realize there's no threat on him right now, which is fine. But like, it's just we just got to get in the habit of getting all of these pucks and putting them in a nice, good position for our D, a nice, safe position. Okay, this one's interesting because it's kind of just to our right side. It is we got a hard forechecker on the D. Okay, I almost think I can't tell exactly where this puck is going, like how close to on net it is, but I almost think that we if it's beyond the net, as in it's not going to go in, I think you actually let this bounce off the boards. You collect it off the bounce and you rip it up this way. I think that's the best play because the puck's going to go behind the net. Forecheckers are always going to slow up on a goalie because they don't want to hit you and get a penalty. So you're always going to have a little bit more time than you think. This puck, you let it go by you here, it hits the boards, you collect it, you rip it. Now the puck's over here instead of right here, and Cause can come down, pick this puck up, and go. Versus now the puck stays in the zone and their forecheckers get out on us. Okay. Would love our stick on that puck. Just, yeah. I mean, we don't even try to get a stick on it. You get a stick on that puck, it puts it in the corner. There's no rebound here, which means there's none of this extra stuff. So, first priority here from a shot from there on the ice, I think we can get a stick on that, get that off to the corner. We let up a rebound. It happens. I like that you get up, you get out to the second shooter. You make a good second save. Not much you can do about that rebound because this is in tighter right in the middle. And then our D is just or like our D and forwards need to make sure that we have this puck and we don't almost kick it into our own net. Another good save. Kind of hard to see where that hits you. And the rebound's obviously not great, but I'll take a save. Okay, little bit better on our depth here. You know he's going to shoot. Yeah, and just make it a nice, easy save. Perfect. And then again, just, way to battle, last couple seconds of the game. Obviously, they're going to throw anything on net here. So, way to go paddle down, way to cover the bottom of the net, way to just stay strong. So, a couple things. I think for us, obviously, puck handling, we continue to talk about and work on getting that paddle down before we cover the puck. Um, Again, a little bit more depth on those rush plays. I'd love it just another step, have you ready just a second sooner would make me feel really, really good about that. And then, we'll continue to work on rebound control today. Just really trying to get pucks into our body or off our stick to the corners.